We got a new pack, New Year's gift 2026. We got 3 players in the pack. KDB, Kevin De Bruyne, creative playmaker, comes with a special skill, phenomenal pass. We got Rashford, the fresh new prolific winger from Barcelona, comes with acceleration burst. And then Dean Huijsen, the tall Dutch Spanish defender with visionary pass as a special skill. Let's have a quick look. Great with both feet, comes with a great set of skills. I would say creative playmaker he is lacking double touch, first time shot. He does have a complete set of passing skills though. Phenomenal pass, low lofted, through pass, weighted one touch pass. Is able to play on AMF and CMF. Rashford, a prolific winger, low weak foot usage, standard form as one of, or actually the only one in the pack. The other ones have unwavering, I think. As always, having a low tight position, Rashford does come with great dribbling and ball control attributes though, and high pace. Special double touch already, but lacking passing skills, important passing skills such as the one touch pass and through passing. I think I would rather use him as an inactive playing style CF rather than a winger. And then Dean Huijsen, a new Showtime card for him. Wonderful weak foot usage and accuracy, as you can see, man. Regularly and very high accuracy. Great passing attributes for a build-up defender. So he's got that advantage already. He's 195. Doesn't need that much jumping if you're that tall, of course, obviously. Visionary pass is a special skill. I would rather have him having a defensive special skill such as an aerial port or long reach tackle, you know. But visionary pass, for me personally, is great as well, in the build-up especially. Still needs sliding tackle, obviously. Then I had a couple of comparisons ready, boys. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you guys the player builds first of all 3 players. And after the player builds, I will compare all 3 players with alternatives that have been released before. So I will compare them from a free-to-play perspective. There we have him, the player build. So the way I built him: 4 shooting, 1 passing, 10 dribbling, 10 dexterity, 10 lower body strength, and 1 area strength. As you can see, is quite nimble, but the creative playmaker, most ideally, you want him to have 95 that possession, at least, you know. He does come with a nice kicking power for the shots and passing, comes with the right amount of passing attributes, 90 for both lofted and low. Finishing of 80 is more than enough. Doesn't need to shoot that much, but would be nice if he does have higher finishing attributes. Once again, great with both feet. Is only lacking pace. Phenomenal pass is a great one for the ones that want to give passes from tight angles. I personally prefer the visionary pass. Talking about the visionary pass, I'm going to compare him with Isco first. Isco is a player that you could get from the eFootball League rewards. I think the first or the second phase. If you compare them both, Isco has got the better attributes for creative playmaker, higher tight possession, slightly higher passing as well. Only his kicking power is less, pace more or less the same, lower acceleration though. Balance is higher. For the key attributes as a creative playmaker, I would say Isco is the better one. So if you do have Isco, there's no need to go for Kevin De Bruyne, obviously. And there's another player I want to compare him with, even better actually. Bernardo Silva, also a free player from the national team Showtime pack, where there was a Henderson, Marquinhos, and Robertson. And Silva was actually one of the better picks, so I'm pretty sure most of you guys do have Bernardo Silva as well. But if you compare them, boys, look at the attributes. 95 that position, 90 plus for low and lofted pass for Silva. Lower finishing, but how many times do you shoot with the creative playmaker though? Higher pace, kicking power is less, balance is way higher, stamina is slightly higher as well. And look at the positioning. Actually, for Isco as well, both Silva and Isco are able to play on more positions than KDB. So if you do have any of the two, Silva or Isco, there's definitely no need to go for KDB. Unless you really want to make use of that phenomenal pass over a visionary pass, then yes. But I'd rather have someone with visionary pass over phenomenal pass, you know. So I wouldn't go for KDB. Let's move on to the next one, which is Marcus Rashford. The way I built him, as you can see: 4 shooting, 7 passing, 11 dribbling, 9 dexterity, 8 lower body strength, breakthrough, second booster, and still lacking tight possession. Prolific winger for me personally needs to have at least 90 tight possession. Be able to turn fast as well in small areas, you know, when there's so many players around him. He's not able to do that properly, I think, with his 85 tight possession only. He does come with great dribbling and ball control and high pace, which is good for open space. If you do play against players with 3 at the back or attacking fullbacks and you do have a lot of space on the side, then he's ideal, you know, with that pace. But still, looking at the passing and finishing, quite on the lower side. He is lacking passing and finishing. He comes with standard form, not much of an issue, but his weak foot usage is rarely as well, so that doesn't look great. And his special skill, acceleration burst, not one of the best special skills, I would say. Not that much of a game changer, acceleration burst. He's lacking important passing skills such as the one touch pass, through passing for a winger, you know. Comes with a special double touch, which is nice, but not enough, I would say. Players that have been released before, Eden Hazard. Hazard is the better dribbler, which I find more useful on the wings, having a higher tight possession, being able to turn fast, you know, without sprint. Obviously, way less pace than Rashford. Rashford has got that advantage. Let's say if you do play on the highest levels, how many times do you get a lot of space in front of you on the wings? Not that much, actually, you know. You'd rather have someone being more nimble than having a lot of pace, I would say. And on top of that, Hazard comes with phenomenal pass, which is, in my opinion, also more effective than acceleration burst. If you're looking for a pure winger, I would personally pick Hazard. Another alternative, boys, not free to play. Well, you can see it as free to play. It only costs 900 coins, which is one of my favorite prolific wingers on the free to play account, which is Atep, the Indonesian. You do get the better prolific winger, yes, a more well-balanced prolific winger. Tight possession of 90, all of his dribbling attributes 90 plus. Great, well, decent passing. Finishing is insane, mainly for his blitz colors as well. In this case, I would go for Atep. If you do have Atep or Hazard, I don't think you have to go for Rashford. So let's move on to the third player in the pack, which is Dedy Huijsen. Height of 195 centimeters. That is insane, though. It's like Rio or Van Dijk, man. But looking at the defensive attributes, he's got the minimum of 95 for tackling, engagement, and awareness, which is, yeah, exceptional. Doesn't need that much jumping since he's 195, but it would have been nice if he had minimum of 90. His physical contact is 90 though. Heading is great as well. On top of that, great in the build-up with his 80 low passing, comes with the visionary pass special skill. A player that have been released before, which looks like him, is Lewis Dunk. Could get him from the eFootball League rewards as well a few months ago. More or less the same height. Huijsen, yes, is 3 centimeters taller. Game changer, I would say. Faster than Dunk. Dunk has got 5 points more for his jumping, which can make a difference as well in the aerial duels. Dunk is better in the build-up with his 84 passing and 80 lofted. Defensively, I would say quite equal. Tackling is the main priority for me. Huijsen has got +2. Tackling over Dunk. The main problem for Dunk was people said he was slow. Huijsen is, as you can see, 6 points faster on pace. In this case, I would say quite equal, but I would say Huijsen slightly better, guys, in general as a defender. And then there's another player you could get for free, same pack as Bernardo Silva, which was Marquinhos. Marquinhos, being 183, does need a lot of jumping. That's why we gave him 95 jumping. It is quite equal now. Defensively, on ground, I would say Marquinhos is slightly better with his 97 tackling. They got the same engagement. Awareness is both 95 plus. Huijsen slightly higher, yes. Physical contact more or less the same. Marquinhos got higher balance. Pace is the same. Marquinhos does come with higher acceleration, but in the build-up, Huijsen and Dunk are better in the passing. And Marquinhos comes with area forward, which he needs because of his height, 183, which equalizes him to Huijsen being that tall. I would say these two players are quite equal, man. So for the ones that missed out on Marquinhos, still looking for a great build-up, I would go for Huijsen, man. The three players, if I would rank them, based on what there is available from a free-to-play perspective, from the cards that have been released the last couple of weeks and months as well, I would say Kevin De Bruyne number 3. Isco and Bernardo Silva are better alternatives. And then we have number 2, Marcus Rashford. Do you want a better dribbler? Then go for Hazard. Or for 900 coins, you can get an even better prolific winger in the likes of Atep, you know, with the blitz color on top of that. So coming to the number 1 pick for me from the pack would be Dedy Huijsen. Great with both feet, perfect with his defensive attributes. I would say 90 plus or 95 plus for 3 of his most important defensive attributes: tackling, engagement, and awareness. Physically strong, 90 physical contact, 195, doesn't need that much jumping, lacks a little bit of pace, same as Dunk, but is still faster than Dunk. Great for the build-up with his 80 low passing, comes with the necessary build-up skills. Is still lacking important defensive skills though, such as a sliding tackle. Acrobatic clearance for me is also important to have. But yeah, that was my top 3, guys. If you are lacking a creative playmaker, if you do not have Isco or Bernardo Silva from the last free pick, then go for KDB, you know. Always have a look at your own squad. What are you lacking? Do you still need a prolific winger? Go for Rashford. Do you still need a build-up? Go for Huijsen. Simple as it is, boys. Simple as it is. I mean, they're all 3 still great players, yes. But looking at what is available the last couple of weeks, months, I would say Huijsen number 1. Thank you all once again for checking out the live stream. First one of 2026. If you haven't yet, make sure to smash the like button. Would be greatly appreciated. Yeah, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitch if you haven't yet. And see you soon again. Take care, boys. Ciao, ciao. Peace.